Hey y'all, welcome to my channel Sandy Toe Tarot. My name is Laura. It is a pleasure to be here with you today and to read for you today. I realize, whoo Lord, it's been so busy. I've been working on several projects. I haven't gotten very many readings out lately. I've been getting out about one a week, which is not nearly enough. I want to do at least 2 a week, so just want to let you guys know I am back on track for that, and I'll be working toward that goal in the next week or the next month. My goal is to get 2 readings out a week. They are all, these days, pick a card readings, whether it's a weekly reading, like what's coming up in the next 7 days, or it's a reading for, timeless. It's just like whenever you find the reading is the right time for you. So I was asked for this particular reading, for this first one back. I'm only doing 3 cards. Again, I do still have a lot going on, so I'm trying to, get back into it. Quickly and as efficiently as possible. So I'll start with 3 piles this time. The next reading I hope to do 4 and then back to 5. If I can do 5, we'll just have to see how it goes. But I was asked to do a reading on this particular topic for today, and the topic is what miracles are falling into your life. This is going to be a timeless reading. I will see what kind of timings I can actually pick up in the cards this time. I do not have any cards down here with these numbers. This time I will pull all of the cards as I'm going through the reading. You do have 3 choices here, and on pile 1 or group 1, it's a Citrine. On group 2, an Adventurine, and on group 3, lace agate. And this doesn't come out very often. I am going to read the meanings for the stones this time because I just closed my eyes and chose these stones randomly. So I feel like there might be an extra message in there for you guys. So I will also read the meanings today. Make your decision about which pile is speaking to you. I'll put timestamps in the description box below. You can actually click or just tap right on that timestamp. It'll take you directly to your reading. Just as far as how to choose the correct pile, just be really intuitive about it and choose the best way for you, whether that's by number, by stone, or just by random. However you want to do it, that's going to be the right way for you. And don't second guess yourself. If you make a decision, you get into the reading and you decide this does not resonate with me at all, no big deal, just click off of it. Move on to a different reading or move on to other readings. I have several readings out there now, and there are also other YouTube readers, so you're quite spoiled for choice. Okay, so make your choice and I will see you at your reading. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 1 for the reading this week, which is what miracles are falling into my life, these are going to be your messages. On pile 1, we did have the Citrine, and I am going to read the meanings this time because, as I said, I chose them randomly, so there might be another message in here for you. The Citrine does promote happiness and creativity. It brings abundance and success, and it encourages warmth. It is just one of the happiest stones. So miracles that may be coming into your life right now could have something to do with just joy and happiness. Which, that's kind of cool, right? But let's get into this a little bit and see what miracles are falling into your life here. I'll just take whatever messages come. Again, we'll look at timings within the cards this time and not put a time frame on it from the outset. So this will be a timeless reading. Whenever you find it is the right time for you. This fell out. I think I'm going to take it. Diversity. The miracles that are falling into your life right now are diversity. Let's get a little bit more clarity about what that could mean. The prickly pear. Maybe you're getting an opportunity where you're going to be able to work with a lot of different kinds of people. Maybe you'll get an opportunity to travel so that you can explore different cultures. What exactly do we mean by diversity here, Spirit? Give us some extra messages here. Make it plain. Miracles falling into pile one's life. What messages do you have for us? Six of Swords flew all the way out and over there. Oh my gosh. These cards are just flying around. Let's see what we got. I'm just going to get a few here of the Universal Waite deck. What messages do you have for pile one here? They do kind of want to fall out. I'm just going to let them fall. All right. In addition to this Six of Swords, you got the Ace of Pentacles, the Star card, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Wands, and the Death card. This is pretty exciting, you guys. Okay. You got 3 major arcana here. So starting with this Hangman here, this indicates that you guys have been in a place of a little bit of a timeout. Like nothing moving forward, action suspended. Now sometimes this can be self-imposed, like you have taken a timeout. Sometimes it can be imposed by circumstances that are beyond our control. Either way, the card is talking about taking the time out to look at things from a different perspective. I feel like this has maybe been happening for the majority of the world over the last year and a half or so with the pandemic. Well, it kind of feels like it's been a year and a half. It's kind of just been a year and 2 months. But at the same time, I think we've all been in a little bit of a timeout. And it has allowed us to look at things from a different perspective. I just had a conversation about this with somebody last night. Like maybe that was divine intervention, that pandemic that forced us to suspend activity for a little bit to get clear about how we move forward and in what direction we want to go in next. And the example that they were using was the food service industry here where I live is suffering. Things are getting back to normal and they can't get people to come back to work. And I think it's because during that little bit of a time out, people had the opportunity to look at their life, to see what they were doing and say, okay, you know, this job is fair enough, it's good enough or whatever, but is it really what I want to do? I think a lot of those people in the food service industry redirected. They changed direction for their life, and so they changed the course of their life. And when people have always been saying, you know, it'll never be the same, and it won't. I hope that it's bigger and better. Things are bigger and better when we finally do come out of the pandemic. And I do think that's imminent too. I think it's getting closer all the time. Nevertheless, for you guys, you've been in a little bit of a state of timeout. And, okay, so that has caused you to put a wish out into the universe. What do you desire? When you wish upon a star, that's kind of a bit of the meaning for that card. What do you really, really want? You guys have gone within, you've decided what you wanted, and that has brought a transformation into your life because the miracles that are falling into your life. I'm just reminded of that song, Catch a Falling Star, Put It in Your Pocket, Save It for a Rainy Day, that I heard, I think, on Love Actually or something. Anyway, okay, so the star is about putting your wish out into the universe, and here we go. Your wish is coming true. It does cause a big transformation in your life. Some people see that death card and they're frightened of it. There's absolutely nothing to be frightened of the death with the death card. A lot of times it's a very welcome relief, especially if you're like stuck. If you're like in this place, stuck in suspended animation, like nothing is moving forward. This death card coming along and sweeping away everything that is unwanted and moving you in a situation where you are transforming your life into something that is wanted. This is a blessing. I do think for a lot of you that it's travel. This is a card of travel. It's a card of vacations. It's a card of leaving your cares behind. It's a card of moving on to brighter days. You're in a boat. There are some swords in here. So this does kind of indicate that you still have some problems. You're taking some problems with you, but you get a respite from those problems. And because of this respite, it helps you to understand those problems more clearly and therefore be able to fix them more easily because you're not so bogged down in them. And here's what's coming for you guys, the miracles that are falling into your life. Some new adventure. Knights are always bringing things into your life. These are creative ideas. This is a new adventure. This is an exciting new romance. This is travel. Again, both of these say could be travel to me, travel, adventure, that kind of thing. Can be associated with a new job. Are you getting a new job that makes you travel, that causes you to travel? Are you getting a new job that's somewhere else? Are you getting a job that's overseas? Some of you, I think, are. And regardless, it's a new beginning financially, whether it's a new job or whether some money is pouring into your life in some other way. Some investments are paying off. Someone is giving you some money, an inheritance, something. Can definitely be an inheritance with this death card here too. So I think with the diversity, I think there's some movement here. I think there's travel, and those are the miracles that is coming into your life. Being able to explore different cultures and different worlds and different peoples. That's important too, you know. That exploration of different cultures is very interesting, and it is a blessing. It's a miracle. So that's the miracle that's coming in for y'all. And I'm just trying to see here if there are extra messages that the universe would like to provide on this particular reading. You got this is suspended person in this Herbal deck, which is the same as this Hangman. So anytime that you get the same card twice in a reading, that's just Spirit reiterating that message. That's an important piece of it. So what that's telling me right here is that this was important to you, to take this time out, to get a different perspective and to figure out what it is that you want was very important in your life. It was very important in this miracle coming in creating this miracle. It's almost like you're creating it for yourself and you've pulled it down from the heavens and now it's just falling into your life. So it was very important for you to look at things from a different perspective. This is a lot of fire energy right here. You got the Queen of Wands, which is for me, Leo. You got the Emperor, which represents Aries for me. So it does feel like it could be, you know, with this, along with this adventure, there could come a relationship out of this. 2 fire signs, and the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, but they're really very passionate and adventurous people. Very enthusiastic. They tend to be positive, which is what I like about them. Like they wake up every day and it's a new day, and anything that happened yesterday is just completely over. They don't carry around baggage with them. That's the one really cool thing about the fire signs. Every day is just a new adventure for them. So this, like I said, you got a male and a female here, can be, and both in fire, so it can be like a relationship that's coming in as a result of this travel. The Emperor is about the father order, and it's about establishing yourself out into the world. May have something to do with this this job, this new business venture, this new money that's coming into you. It helps you establish yourself out in the world. Get this card a lot of times when you're leaving home. Get this card when you got a new job, a position of responsibility. But you're going to be the boss, man. You're this is kind of the coolest of all the queens, definitely in her element. Rules over the domain very benevolently, but with a lot of passion, and she's just a very interesting character. She's got it all. She's got a good home life, and she's got a good business life and business sense as well too. So whether you are male or female, whatever is happening here, this new, what I think is a new life, it's definitely a new way of life that's coming in for you. It is full of passion, it's full of adventure, it's full of prosperity, but it's more than that. It kind of helps establish you out in the world. And I think I'm going to leave that there. I think this all fits together. And here's what though this is so super cool and, you know, exciting. Aces are always new beginnings, so a brand new beginning. In the material realm and foundation and home and family and money and success and all that stuff. A new beginning there is very exciting. The major arcanas are in the past, so this means you have done the work. The major work that's needed to be done here has already been done, and it's been done in the past. It's been done in this timeout situation. So the miracles, since we're talking about the miracles that are falling into your life, I'm going to get one final message from the angels and ancestors, and let's just see if they have anything else they want to add to this, which is really good. Diversity is interesting. It's fun. It makes your life juicy. That's the blessing. That's the miracle. This juicy life. For some of you, I'm getting a little desert vibe here. Both of those look like desert to me. Well, this is the Sedona deck, so all these are desert, but you do have that prickly pear there, cactus. Got a cactus. And again, some of you, it may be overseas. All right, I'm going to, before I get this final message, actually, I want to talk about the people that are in this reading. Now, this just means, just take it with a grain of salt. These are just the astrological signs that are showing up in this reading. So it may be you are one of these, or one of these is involved with the situation. We have Aquarius, we have Scorpio, Leo, and Aries on the table. As far as time frames, I said I would kind of see if I could get some time frames here for this miracle. What do I see as far as time? Imminent is what I see. I see imminent in the next month. It's starting. Things are moving forward in the next month. May not be completely there yet, but you're moving forward. Ace 1 in the next month. This is Aries season. The Emperor is Aries, so that may be in Aries season, the end of March, beginning of April, which may be when this started moving forward, and now things are getting fully fleshed out kind of thing. Leo time frame would be the end of July, beginning of August. So maybe that's like it started in the spring, but it's moving into the fall. Over the summer, over the course of the summer, you should see this kind of start to take shape. You have an Aquarius time frame here too. So for some of you, this might happen, this move and transformation, travel, all this exciting new stuff that's beginning to happen may happen at the end of January or beginning of February. But I'm really feeling more summertime here. Feels very summery to me. All right. Just final words of wisdom from the angels and ancestors, and just want to see if there's any final message. I do cut these. I don't like them to pop out on this particular deck. So let's just see what the final message is. That does want to come out, so we'll let that come out. 2 on this one. Eagle, see things from a higher perspective, and Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Brighter days ahead, some struggles here. Again, I feel like this is bringing you into a place of peace, in addition to being a place of exciting adventures and fun and a good financial foundation. And see things from a higher perspective. With the eagle, again, that's almost to me like the 3rd time you've received this message. This is all coming to you. First of all, I'll say, when this starts happening, don't get bogged down into the details. You want to see it from a higher perspective. If it doesn't come to you, this thing, this job, this adventure, in exactly the way you wanted it to come, go ahead and be okay with that. Be okay. Does it promote your bigger goals? That's the way you want to look at this. And so it's the bigger goals that you had here when you went deep inside and started looking at things from a different perspective. What was it that you really want? As this unfolds, look at it from that perspective. Does it promote your overall goals in life? What it is that you want out of life, that kind of thing. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for pile 1s. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 2, these are going to be your messages. I do have to say this. I think in the intro I said this is an aventurine. It is not. It is a Verdite quartz. So I will put that in the description box that it is actually a Verdite quartz instead of a aventurine. I like how mossy this thing looks. It looks almost like a bundle of moss inside a rock. It's very cool. I am reading the messages this time because I chose them in random with my eyes closed, so I feel like there might be an extra message in there for you. So the Verdite quartz helps you access and harmonize your past with your present, so it will not affect your future. It helps you retrieve information from the ancient ones, and it is a good stone for past life exploration. So I feel like we want to pay close attention to the final card here in this reading from the angels and ancestors. So that's going to be important for this pile, I think. Okay, so I am pulling the cards as I go this time. And the message, or the question today, is what miracles are falling into your life? And I did not put a time frame on this in the actual reading. This is a timeless reading. I will see what kind of time frames I can find in the cards themselves as we go through this. But for pile 2, let's see if we can figure out what miracles are falling into your life. For pile 2, what miracles are falling into your life? Night sky, hope and guidance. Okay, so that's good. It feels like you might be getting some good information at least. You're getting some guidance from the universe. The whole universe is guiding you. And this is kind of probably saying pay attention because you're definitely being guided right here, right now. For whatever reason, we're always guided, but sometimes the universe is just really guiding the course. That happens a lot when you're, or it's happening a lot when nothing that you seem to be doing is working. So this is when you have to have the faith that you are being guided and the universe is taking care of it. So you just kind of have to let go of the reins and let things happen the way they happen. So we're going to just get some more messages here to figure out what the overall message is of hope and guidance. So you got the world so far. So what other messages do you have for pile 2 about this miracle that's falling into their life? Got the 6 of Wands. Tell me more, tell me more. Tell me about pile 2 and this miracle that's falling into your life. What is it about? Miracle. All right, you have the 2 of Cups, the Temperance card, the Knight of Swords, 7 of Swords, and another 7. That's interesting. Is that just 2 7s? Yeah. And the 7 of Cups here. Start here. So when you get the World in your reading, that means a cycle is ending in your life and a new cycle is beginning. For a lot of you guys, it's a big old victory. The 6 of Wands is a very victorious card. It's also accolades. So it's not just you experiencing a victory and winning something, it's people congratulating you for it because it was big. It was hard. It was big. So this is a really, really good card for if you're in competition for something, for a job or something. It's very auspicious for that. Honestly, I'm not seeing job so much in this particular reading. I'm kind of seeing relationship. I feel like there is a new person coming in for you guys. There's definitely a new partnership here that is very promising. And for a lot of you guys, I feel like that is a love relationship. Now, for some of you, it can be a business partnership too. But I feel like it's a love relationship with someone that is very different from you. And so there is so much promise in this relationship. The 2s are just beginnings. So we absolutely don't know how it's going to end, but there's a lot of promise in the relationship. For as much as you guys have in common, you have some serious differences. And that always comes up with, when I get the Temperance cards with a relationship, it always means to me a relationship of maybe 2 different races, 2 different nationalities, 2 different religions that are really strong religions. The people are from 2 different cultures, they're from 2 different countries. Something big, some big significant differences between these two people that are it's going to require some alchemy to make it work. This Temperance card is blending a little bit of this and a little bit of that to create something that's way cooler than those 2 things could have been on their own. So when I get that card with a relationship, it feels like that to me. It feels like there's going to have to be a lot of give and take. There's going to need to be some understanding because you won't just automatically know where this person is coming from because they were raised very differently from you and in a very different world from you. Whether that is an actual literal part of the country or the world, or if that is just in their home life and where they grew up and just philosophy. It was very different from you. So very interesting there. What we got down here is taking your leave. Some of you are taking your leave from a certain situation. It may be a relationship that you're already into that you are actually leaving, and once you leave that, actually the cards are saying that some of you are leaving that because of this, because this surprise person comes into your life. No judgment. That can always be kind of complicated if you're already involved with somebody and then somebody new comes in and you have to pursue that relationship because there's so much promise in it. But it is always still hard to do. This relationship had some problems though, and that's very obvious. You're leaving it. You've either already left it and then you get this surprise person coming in, or you leave because of this surprise person that comes in. And this comes in suddenly. By the way, this Knight of Swords is very fast moving energy. So It's going to be quick. It's going to come in quick. You'll definitely make decisions and move forward in your life in a different direction based on this coming in and this happening. But don't forget this card. You're being guided. This is coming to you for a reason. It is divinely guided. And it's almost like you're winning after a period of, maybe this relationship has been really pretty bad, and you've just been wondering, when am I ever going to be in a good relationship? When is it ever going to happen to me that I meet someone that I am really compatible with? So that can be the reason for this victory card. I'm just going to, pull some Herbal Tarot and see if we can get any more messages here about this particular miracle that's coming to you. You got the Four of Wands. Let's see if there's anything else, anything at all that Spirit wants to add about this message. Got a couple other cards. You got the Four of Swords, the Justice card, and the Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so this new relationship, and I do feel like I'm not even picking up partnership in a business anymore. This is definitely a relationship for pile twos that's coming in. It's an unexpected relationship. It's coming in fast, coming in hot and fast, and it feels like a victory to you. This Justice is kind of saying the same thing that I said earlier about when is it going to be your time? When do you meet the person that you can truly be compatible with? For some of you, if you're not already in a relationship, this card of taking your leave may indicate that it's after a move, like you're moving somewhere, and then when you move somewhere, you meet this person. But it does move your world into a different direction. I feel like the Ace of Wands, the meaning is a new life. I think it brings you a new life, new vitality in life, new energy, new vitality, a brand new life, a brand new way of life. And it's really, really a beautiful, energetic, passionate, interesting, healthy beginning. And check this out. The Four of Wands is a card of marriage, and happy home. So not necessarily marriage if you're not, like maybe you're past the age of wanting to get married. Maybe you've been there, done that, and you will never get married again. Maybe you were one of those people that never wanted to get married. If that is the case, to me, marriage just means a committed relationship that is based out of a home, meaning that you will live together. So you don't have to necessarily be married and have that piece of paper, but it will be like a coming together of two people. The Four of Swords is a card of rest and a card of self-care. So here's the thing, when you got all this kind of excitement going on, and this is a lot of new beginnings and a lot of excitement happening right here, right now. This is just a reminder to take care of yourself. Be sure that you take care of yourself at the same time. Even though you are experiencing this great new beginning with this great new person, and it's fun and it's adventurous and it takes you out into the world and moves your world forward, and it's a big old victory, be sure to take care of yourself. Eat right, rest, get enough sleep, go to the spa. Maybe you have to go to the spa for your wedding day. Civil commitment, hand fasting, whatever you guys want to do to commit to this person. I do feel like it will lead to a commitment. Of course, that's not going to happen in the beginning, but there's all the promise in the world in this relationship. You always see that in the Two of Cups. Okay, I do want to talk. I did say that I would talk about time frames here. Let me see what I'm getting. The Ace of Wands is actually in the fall for me. We got a Sagittarius card here that's, I'm getting September actually, September to December, because we got Libra here. Libra is end of September, early October. Sagittarius is late November, early December. So I'm getting like a fall time frame here, and between September and December is what I'm getting. All right, so I just want to get, oh, and people cards, we just have Libra and Sagittarius represented here. You may be one of those. The other person may be one of those. That you may be neither one of those, or you may just have that in your chart. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Since we're talking about love, you may have those in your chart. And again, it may not have anything to do with those astrological signs. It could just be timings. All right, so want to get some final words of wisdom from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Just what final message your angels and ancestors might like to have on this particular reading. What final say? Anything else? And you got Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. I think this goes back to here. This does come in real hot and fast, so I think there's gonna have to be some trust of the intuition that is within, that allows you to leave this place and move on to this new relationship, or leave this relationship and move on to trust when you meet this person that you know that you have to pursue it. What you're feeling is legitimate. This is a relationship that has a lot of promise, and you have to pursue it. And that's what this is saying. You know internally, trust that knowing. You know what is best for you, and you know what is the best direction for you to go in, and you are being guided in this situation. So again, trust that. You're being guided, and you will know what to do when the time comes. All right, that's all I have for pile 2. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 3, these are going to be your messages for what miracles are falling into your life. I am reading the meanings of the stones this time because I did pull them at random and my eyes were closed, so I feel like there might be an extra message in there for you. On pile 3, we did have that blue lace agate. It's really small. I actually wish I had a bigger piece of it, but I just love it. So the blue lace agate is a stone of diplomacy. It assists in communication, and it helps you express your thoughts and feelings effectively. Sounds like a throat chakra stone. So there you go, in case you might want to pick one of those up, or that maybe it's just a message for you. Maybe you need to express yourself this week. Okay, so the question is, what miracles are falling into your life? And I am pulling a card to start us off from the Sedona Oracle deck. Let's see if we can figure out what miracles are falling into your life. This reading was requested, so that's why I'm doing this topic today. Fair enough, good enough, it's a good topic. What miracles are falling into your life? Let's just see for pile 3. You got Desert Breeze, Force. That kind of goes along with that communication thing, effective communication. Force talks about, the breeze in the desert can sometimes just whip you with sand. It can be so strong that it whips you with sand. Sometimes it's just like a gentle breeze that's flowing around the rocks. So this card actually is a message of knowing what kind of force to use in a particular situation. I feel like you guys are getting the miracle of some open communication with somebody, and I think this message has something to do with how much force you need to use in this communication. I'm going to cleanse these cards real quick. That came out in the last reading. And if it's the right card, it'll come back out. I just want to make sure that they got the energy from the last reading cleared off of them. So sorry about that. I did not cleanse the cards after the last reading. So all right, so the question is, what miracles are falling into the lives of pile 3, my pile 3 here. And that first card you got is Desert Breeze. And again, it talks about force, how much force you use in a particular situation. Is something that you're gonna know this week. Or I'm not gonna say this week. It's something that you're gonna know. That's the miracle that's coming to you. Okay, so this is interesting that that card did come out again. So that is an important card here. All right. So, what is the miracle? First of all, you get some fast moving energy here, okay? So you got this Knight of Swords. Something's coming into you very quickly. I feel like it might have something to do in the way of communication. What's coming in? What's coming in? It actually may be something upsetting. It's like, this is a card of communication coming into you, maybe an email. But it's kind of upsetting news that's coming in that worries you. You're very, very worried about it. This kind of anxiety is actually a little bit in your head, and that can be the meaning for the card is that you're just in your head a little bit too much and you're worrying about it too much. You got this Seven of Swords here, which is the card. This is the card that popped out, and I put it back in. I said I'm going to cleanse this first because it popped out in the last reading, but it's still here. So that tells me it is important for pile 3 as well. So this is a card of taking your leave. It's leaving the circus, and a lot of times you get this card when you're leaving some kind of an institution, like I call. I can't help it. I call corporations circuses. I call them, you know, sometimes the politics in there can get so bad it just feels like a big old joke. So this is a card of taking your leave. Now, I will say this, you're taking some of your problems with you. Whatever it is that you're leaving, whatever this situation is that you're walking away from, you caused it a little bit. You have to take some responsibility for those pieces of it that you caused. But you are moving on to something better. And what you're moving on to is kind of what you want. It's what you're manifesting. What have you been manifesting? That's the question. Because that's the miracle that is falling into your life. It's falling into place. Whatever you have been wanting to manifest. You've actually been working hard at it. It's not just putting the wish out into the universe. It's something that you've been working hard on and maybe took a little bit of a break from. And it's coming back around. You're going back to it. Because it's kind of your life purpose. It's your skills. It's your skill set. It's what you're very skilled in, and that's why it's coming back around to you. Let's get some more messages here. I'm not, you know, this is kind of pretty vague. It could be anything, really. There is something. You are getting some news. I think there's verbal communication coming in here, maybe written, maybe an email. It's saying, what's your words in this communication? And you'll know exactly how much force to use. That's the miracle that's being brought into you. In this communication, you're going to know exactly how much force to, when to push, when to lay back. It's that kind of thing. And you're worried about it. You're very worried about the right thing to do and how to go about it. But you're being guided in this with the right things to do and when to do it and how much to push and that kind of thing. I do think whatever it is, it causes you to move forward into that which is desired. Whatever it was that you are, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. You have taken a little bit of a break from it, a rest from it, but it, you know, it's just a rest. You're going back to it. Got the Chariot card here. Let's see, what else? What else can you tell pile threes? Oh, good. Yes, okay. Oh, this is really good. Okay. At first I was getting kind of, I mean, the cards look so worrisome and not, you know, that pleasant. And but these cards are getting much better here. Okay, so you have been working real hard on something. It is coming to you because you have manifested it through hard work and determination. That's why it's coming. You don't have to do anything else. You've already put in the work. You just have to sit back and relax and wait for it to come to you. And boy, is it coming. It's coming in a big way. You got the Ten of Wands, which is the ending of the struggle, which is the ending of the hard work. You, again, you have been really working very hard on that. It is the ending of that. One final push through. It's an ending and a beginning at the same time. I think this is the final push, this over here, this worrisome, not knowing which direction to go in, not knowing how to handle the situation, having a lot of anxiety about maybe going back into something that you left because it was a bit of a circus, taking a rest from it, taking a break, going back into it, which kind of surprises you a little bit. So we got real cool stuff down here. You got the moon and the sun both in your reading, which I like to see those because it means that the sun is shining through. You have been having to go through life or through this situation just instinctively, very much in the dark about a lot of things. Can be some trickery, some deceit, some things happening beneath the surface that you don't know about. You just had to use your instincts to travel through and to keep moving forward down the path that you wanted to go down, that you've been trying to manifest. You've had to do that one step at a time in the very dim light, not really being able to see what's around you, being in a little bit of fear too. Things look worse in the dark. You know how shadows play tricks on you in the dark, and then when the sun illuminates it, you see it's not as bad. It's not even really what it looked like in the dark, and it's not as bad as things seemed. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. It is the most auspicious for a great new beginning and a joyful life and a joyous, happy outcome to this situation. So you are manifesting basically what it is that you want to manifest. You wanted it and you took a break from it, and now you're going back to it, and it's just flowing to you. What miracles are falling in your life? So it's just falling into your life. That is what's happening. This thing that you've been trying to manifest for a long time, maybe 10 years. I don't know why. I got 2 10s here. I think maybe 10 years you've been working on this for some of you. All right, so here's some fun stuff here. You got the Chariot card, which is a card of full steam ahead, everything moving forward with strength and determination to reach your goals, balancing sometimes opposing forces, black and white, day and night, home and work, balancing things to keep moving forward in the direction that you want to go in, but doing it with such authority and such determination. It's happening. It is on. You're moving forward. Also a card for travel. So travel may be indicated for some of you in this situation. The Pan card I love in this Herbal Tarot deck. It is kind of coincides with the Devil card in the Rider-Waite deck or the Universal Waite deck, but it's not the Devil card in this deck. It is a card of fun and remembering that everything cannot be work. Again, working really hard on this goal for a really long time. It's time to play. It's time to get out and dance in the moonlight just because you want to dance in the moonlight, and do fun things. Remember fun? What'd you used to do for fun? It's hard to remember because last year we haven't been able to do much of nothing, right? But it's time to get back out there again and have fun. You can't work all the time. It's not good for anybody. Got another 10 here. 10s are endings and beginnings at the same time. This can be a card of super happy family life, generations of family coming together. A lot of times it's a nuclear family. That's not a part of this reading, and I'm not really sensing that at all. It's the highest emotional fulfillment in the cups. All of these suits start with an ace and they end with the 10, and the 10 is like the culmination of that suit, whatever it is. Cups are relationships, emotions. Family can be a family that you make and not one that you're born into. It's like finding your tribe. It's like finding your place where you are most emotionally fulfilled as a person. It is complete, happy, emotional fulfillment. And that is what comes along with that which you were trying to manifest. It all comes together. Fun, emotional fulfillment, using your talents and skills in a very productive way, in a way that you want to use them. Travel, adventure, it's all here, and it's all what you wanted. And now it's just falling into your life. Okay. One final message from the angels and ancestors. Let's see here. One final message. What do you have for pile 3s? Let's do people real quick. Now, you may be one of these signs, or you may be dealing with one of these signs. Doesn't have to be. Can also be timings, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Okay, so you got Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces on the table here. So again, you may be one of those signs. Sun, moon, or rising. That's all I see as far as people are concerned. As far as when this is happening, I'm getting 7 to 10 days actually. You got 2 7s here. No, that's a 7. That's a 7. That's a 7. 3 7s. And a couple of 10s here. I'm getting 7 to 10 days actually. And I think that 7 to 10 days has to do with this communication that you're going to be working through, in which that you're going to know exactly how much force to use. When to push forward, when to step back. Okay, just final messages from our angels and ancestors. Let's see what we got. For pile 3s, what final message do you have for pile 3? Lord, take charge with authority. That actually goes along with this. Moving forward with strength, determination, willpower, keeping it between the lines with authority. And you become the Lord of your own domain because of that. It's a step up. This is a step up for you. This is stepping into your power. Big power. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas here. So it is you stepping into your power, using your strength and your determination and your instincts to manifest that which you want, and it's coming to you in some way. You'll find out in the next 7 to 10 days how and when it's coming to you. But it brings you into a place authority and power. Wow. Okay. That's all I have for pile 3. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste.